know how to read the Bible? I'm just curious. None of you know how to read the Bible? Thanks. Huh? How many of you actually understand what you're reading when you're reading the Bible?
Depends.
So we're looking for maybe?
Depends.
Well, I'm glad you're here today. All right. A few years ago, I was Christmas shopping, and there was a card that had this verse on it. It said, "The inhabitants of the earth will celebrate by sending each other gifts." And when you read that, you're like, okay, that sounds kind of nice, right? Until you read the passage. This is what it says. Now, this is where it comes from, okay? Now, when they have finished the testimony, the beast that comes up from the abyss will attack them and overpower and kill them. Their bodies will lie in the streets of the great city, which is figuratively called Sodom in Egypt, where also their Lord was crucified. For 3.5 days, men from every people, tribe, language, and nation will gaze on their bodies and refuse them burial. The inhabitants of the earth will gloat over them and celebrate by sending each other gifts. Because of these two prophets had tormented those who live on the earth. So, let me ask you this. Context, a little bit off. You think, right? And so, this is the thing, right? Why do we study the Bible? Tell me. Just someone throw out a few answers. Just call them out. Why do you study the Bible?
Because then you'll know what you're talking about if you're telling someone about the Bible.
Okay, so you actually know what you're talking about. Good. What else? 3 more.
Learn about God.
Sorry?
Learn about God.
Learn about God. Okay. All right.
God can speak to you through the Bible.
God can speak to you through the Bible.
It's mandatory for a walk with God.
Louder.
It's mandatory for a walk with God.
Mandatory. Okay. Yeah.
It's fun.
It's fun. Okay.
With more enthusiasm.
It's fun. Okay. Here's my reason. Because God has something to say to us through His story, i.e., history. The fact is, God speaks through history. God speaks through even your own lives, right? A lot of times, we call it testimonies, right? What has God done in your life lately? And you share with your friends little things. Stuff like, what you eat for lunch, to everything from, oh, this happened to me, and you share, right? The fact is, God uses history, His story, to help us understand what's all this about in the first place. What is life all about in the first place? And I know I'm going to be cramming through this pretty fast, so if you don't get something, just let me know, and I'll try to slow down a bit. All right, but I'm going to warn you right now, I'm going to go through this really fast. All right, this is going to look weird. This is what I call the ladder of abstraction. And this is how the ladder of abstraction works.